What is going on, everyone? In this video, I just really want to know why a lot of people aren't talking about these price levels for AMC. I don't know why a lot of people aren't talking about what is going on right now with AMC stock, because right now we are in a very crucial level and a very important level just because of the fact that AMC right now is enduring stagnation. It is not fluctuating as much as it was before, right over here, and instead, it is forming a very similar pattern to what happened before for AMC stock. And I'm going to be talking about all that in just a few seconds. And I'm also going to be talking about the insane option contracts for this week that expired this week for AMC stock and even next week, because I know I made a video yesterday about the option contracts, but they have already changed, okay? That is just showing how much more momentum AMC has been picking up over just one day and over just a few days, okay? So what I first want to talk about is what is probably going to be happening. Now, the stagnation that I was talking about and the pattern that I was talking about, a lot of people do not like stagnation. They don't like it when a stock does not move a lot. They want to have a lot of volatility. However, what you need to understand is that volatility may not be your best friend in this scenario. Stagnation will create one of the best things that will happen for AMC, in my opinion. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor, but the reason why I think AMC is probably going to have the pattern that I think it's going to have is because it is probably going to do what it ended up doing over here. If any of you guys remember how unvolatile AMC was right over here from the beginning of January all the way till the end of May, you guys know that AMC was barely moving throughout here, right? And so this was actually when we were buying, okay? We were all loading up right over here, and in my previous videos, I was making a lot of support levels, a lot of resistance levels for AMC, and it's honestly crazy to look back at, because if we just loaded the boat right over here, we would all be up significantly and substantially. And so right now, I think the same exact thing could be happening. When it was not moving right over here, that's when it had to move to the upside. When it is not moving right over here, I think this time is the time AMC will have an explosion to the upside. Now, when is it going to have that explosion? I'll tell you exactly that. That is going to be when we retest the all-time highs. And in fact, that's going to be when we end up breaking the all-time highs. We need to break the all-time highs of $72 a share to that $77 a share. I think in after hours AMC, the all-time highs was $77 a share. But during regular trading hours, I think it was 72. So either 72 or 77. And what I think AMC is doing right now, the fact that it is not moving that much, when it goes from the 1 day 1 minute chart, so I'm on the 1 day 1 minute, the fact that it keeps on going between the 61 level and the 58 level, or even the 57.50 cents level, right? The fact that AMC is stuck between the $61 level and the $57.50 level, that just means that AMC is having that much more support. That just means that AMC has that much more confidence in the stock. That just means that there is so much more resilience in AMC stock. And these are all really important things to consider, because it is not the most ideal for AMC to do exactly what it did right over here when there was a lot of hedge funds controlling this stock. Now, there are still a lot of hedge funds controlling this stock, but what was going on with the hedge funds a while back was honestly insane, because AMC went from that 70 level and it went all the way to 38. Now, how can a stock do that, guys? Well, there are 60% of the movement of AMC stock is actually controlled by hedge funds, and this was still true all the way back then. And so right now, I think the only difference between now and back then is I think a lot more people realize that there is definitely a lot of hedge fund manipulation, and there's definitely a lot of market manipulation in AMC and even GameStop stock, that the fact that more retail traders, and there's a lot of power with the retail traders, guys, is honestly insane, and I don't think this has been ever seen before, except maybe when Volkswagen was a stock, right? Because Volkswagen also had an amazing short squeeze. But these hedge funds control 60% of the price movement in the price action for AMC stock, and this is not normal. It is not normal for a stock to go from this level all the way here. And so the fact that AMC is not doing what it did before, that just makes AMC stock much more reliable, and I think a lot more people are understanding that. Even the long-term traders that base their positions on a stock, whether they're going to get maybe a blue chip stock that's safe, I think even some of these people that really value the fundamental analysis of stocks understand that AMC may not be in a very bad position right now, just because it looks like the volume is picking up and there's much more green volume bars compared to red just a few days ago. Now, even on the daily chart, it looks like AMC is having trouble. It looks like AMC is having trouble fully breaking out of a $61 level. And this is important because tomorrow, June 24th, is going to be another very important day for AMC. And honestly, AMC is going to continue being very important until it breaks $51 a share. Now, I am not saying it is going to break $51 a share. In fact, I do not think it is going to break $51 a share at all. And the reason why I think that is because I was actually buying AMC at $51 a share. And I wouldn't buy AMC stock at $51 a share if I thought it was going to go lower. Okay. But if it ends up breaking $51 a share, that is going to be very unfortunate, and this whole AMC price action is going to be invalidated. And even if AMC becomes invalidated in the future, if it ends up breaking $51 a share, which again, I do not think it will, but a lot of people were saying that when AMC went to $51 a share. Everyone was saying how AMC would never go to $51 a share, and I said it could end up going to 51. And if it does go to 51, I'll end up buying there because I do not think it'll end up going lower. I end up buying at 51, and I know some of you guys end up buying it at 51 too. And actually, a lot of you guys did. In my comment section in the last video, a lot of you guys were saying how you guys also bought at $51 a share. So that is amazing, guys. Good job. And so what I'm just saying is that even if the AMC price movement and the AMC price action gets invalidated, if it breaks the 51 level, which is a major support right now, do not worry. The only negative downside is that it is just going to take longer for AMC stock to have the move that I think it had all the way back in the beginning of January from $12 a share all the way to that $70 level. That is it. I think it is just the time. I don't have any other fears for AMC, and in fact, I don't think there's any other downside for AMC other than the fact that it might take some time if it ends up breaking $51 a share, because what it's going to have to do is it's going to have to rebuild its support. It's going to have to rebuild its resilience, and so that's not necessarily a bad thing. Again, it's just going to take time. However, if we continue to stay throughout this 51 level and the 61 to 64 level, that is going to be the most ideal. And the reason why it's going to be the most ideal is because it is preparing. It is going to be preparing for a movement to the upside, and it's going to be preparing for a movement of this resistance level. And this resistance level is one level that we cannot ignore simply because this resistance level is preparing and fueling for an exponential breakout similar to, again, the breakout that we had before. And so the only level that needs to be retested other than, this obvious breakout of the resistance would be this candle bar right here, $72 a share. AMC either went to $72 a share in regular hours or $77 a share after hours. It was one of those two levels, but regardless, these $70 levels needs to be broken, because if it becomes broken, that is going to be what allows AMC to go to $100 a share, and at least $100 a share, meaning a lot of people are actually expecting AMC stock to go above and beyond $100 a share. They're expecting a movement to $250 a share, $500 a share, and even $1,000 a share. And for me personally, I think that a price target of $550 a share or even $450 a share is not shocking at all. And the reason why I say this is because there are other stocks that have shown to be examples of what the stock market can actually do to stocks. And not even the stock market, but what momentum of retail traders can do and what the momentum of the AMC stock group can do, because the AMC stock group is a very powerful group, and they're the ones to be thanking for exactly what is happening right here. Because in my opinion, if the AMC stock group did not have the momentum that they had, this stock and the story of this stock would already be over. I think this stock would already be trading at $12 a share back again. But they're the ones holding this stock back up, and honestly, they are one of the most resilient groups out there. And so I do not think that they're going to let AMC go back down unless it goes to at least $100 a share. And so for tomorrow, June 24th, I think what can end up happening for AMC stock is this stock will again be trading sideways. I think that AMC will have another day where it trades between the range of $51 a share to $61 a share or $64 a share. Now, I know that this is a range that a lot of you guys may not be the most happy with. However, as long as we do not break $51 a share, there is no worry for AMC stock. And for the specifics of AMC stock, what I think is going to be happening tomorrow is, as long as we trade between the 51 and the 64 range, I think what could end up happening tomorrow is we may see a temporarily downside of AMC to $56 a share. And this would be the best for AMC, because usually what happens is when AMC drops in the morning to a low level or temporarily to a low level, that is when AMC has an extreme bounce to the upside, and that is actually what allows AMC to have these resistance levels being attained at the $61 level. So I think if we end up going down temporarily to $56 a share or $57 a share, that will allow AMC to go all the way up to 61. So for tomorrow exactly, I think that we will probably trade between $57 to $61 a share. And honestly, it's just going to be a matter of time before we finally have that breakout. And there's definitely going to have to be more momentum than what we have right now, but I think we will get there. And again, I think it's just a matter of time. And so tomorrow for June 24th, there will definitely be a support level at that 57.84 level. And so if we end up going there, that is usually when we end up having a bounce. So if it ends up going to 57.84, that is probably when I'll be buying it. Now again, I just buy because that is just what I think. This is all just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. And just because I buy it at this level does not mean that you guys have to buy it at this level. I just think that this would be a great opportunity for AMC. And if AMC decides to go even lower, let's just say there is headlines about inflation. A lot of people are saying that the stock market is in a bubble right now. So if there is something that ends up dropping the entire market, I think that another level where I will be buying at would definitely be at $54 a share if it ends up going there. And right now, guys, I don't think that it has a high likelihood of going here. Unless someone says there's going to be some sort of crash in the stock market, I don't think tomorrow we will see $54 a share. But again, if it does, I'll be buying even more over there. And as for the resistance levels for tomorrow, since tomorrow is a Friday, I do not think that we will have a breakout to the upside, where we go to that $70 level. And that is just because tomorrow is a Friday, right? A lot of people, there's not really a lot of volume, just because a lot of people don't really like to trade on Friday. And Fridays in general do not have a lot of volume. And so I think we will have a retest of the $63 level. And I think that it will end up going back down after it ends up going to the $63 level, and that is just because, as I said, there probably will not be a lot of volume, but this would be the best scenario in my opinion for AMC, because if it ends up retesting this level yet again, I think that will just prepare AMC for next week. And remember guys, the reason why I think AMC is in a crucial level is because of the preparation. I think preparation is AMC's best friend right now. I think stagnation is AMC's best friend right now, and as long as AMC continues to prepare for the massive breakout that I think is going to have in the near future, and I think that we will see AMC stock at $100 a share very soon. So thanks again for watching guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.